Hey, Andrei here from Eat Healthy podcast. So I want to talk about the post that kind of went viral on X on my page yourtrainer.uk. So I said something like this: losing weight without personal development won't work in the long term because weight gain often stems from neglecting personal development and allowing emotions to control our lifestyle. A lot of retweets of this post um, said that it's wise or deep, and actually that's the main point. If you take the personal development out and you leave only fitness and nutrition, is like you are behaving like a machine. Like you have an workout, you have some exercises, you have a diet, and you stick to that, and or counting calories, or you have gadgets that will tell you what to do, when to do, and many other things, and you are like a machine. And without personal development, it will work for a short period. You will gain the results that you want or that you are looking for, and after 2, 3, 4, 5 years you regain the weight you lost back. And it's just, it hurts, your health in the long run. And people, this is what people don't understand. When I mean personal development, I mean to understand the roots of the problem. So basically, when you gain weight, what happened when you gain weight? Because obviously you develop some bad habits because of emotions. You had a dark or chaotic period in your life. So for example, businessmen, entrepreneurs, usually they just sacrifice their health, okay, to just get that startup up and running, like to make money, to see that startup alive and like a big firm company and so on. So they sacrifice their health. And when they decide that, hey, I have to take take care of my health, they just go ballistic on the fitness and nutrition part, but they don't understand why they gain to that position. So that's why it's very important to go back to read books about personal development, like Chimp Paradox, for example, to understand that your emotional brain is 5 times stronger than the logical part of your brain. So when you understand these things, you understand that when you go back and ask why, 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 it's like an onion, and you just peel every layer till you get to the main the root of the problem, kind of. So basically, if you understand that, hey, look, I had a chaos in my life in the past. So because of that, that was the moment when I start sacrificing my health for this reason, for this goal. But actually, I don't have to do those kind of habits anymore, because now I'm in a very good place, for example, and I don't have to have the same habits. So I can change the habits that I created. So those habits that I've created in the past are not are not longer available. So they will not do me any favors anymore. And the same thing happens for people that lost someone they loved. Okay, so is that anger, frustration, sadness, lots of questions unanswered, and because they went through a period where of grieving, of depression, they develop some habits to keep going. Like for example, maybe they had a period after they lost someone they loved. They had a period of maybe 1 year of not eating, losing a lot of weight, and then they got into that depression stage where they ate a lot, they couldn't stop, they didn't have any sleep routine, they used the blue light of the screens like telecomputer, laptop, phone, to feed them their brain some dopamine, and along the way they eat a lot of snacks and ultra processed food and so on. So they've created these habits for 1 or 2 years. So because of that, in the moment when they decide, okay, I have to change all of this, if they understand how and when and why they've created, why they've reached to this point where it's unbelievable, they are overweight, their health is in danger and so on. If they understand the root of the problem and why, when they start the process, they understand that they don't have to smash it all the way, like going to 3 months programs where they sweat and tear their body up, drastic diets and so on. They understand that, hey, look, because it was a slow process, took me like 2 years to gain into this position that I am right now. I can now reverse those habits. I can reverse them step by step and very easily. And there are so many examples of this, and I saw them with my own eyes. And if we don't try to read as many books as possible about personal development and especially our emotions, and to try to understand our thoughts, where are they coming from, our emotions, our triggers, where are they coming from? For some people are coming from childhood, from their parents, from their past relationships, from their environment, and many other examples. So the moment we understand our triggers and our emotions, the changings in our daily routine, or changing the daily habits, bad habits that we created, will be much easier, will not be so hard, and also will be lasting. Because when you realize all of those things from your past, you kind of chill yourself, your brain is kind of chilling. So you will understand that you don't have to smash it all out, like you don't have to do it in 3 months or 1 year. You can do it in 2 years, it's still fine, because you want it for the long term. You don't want it just to be ready for a wedding or for a party or to impress someone. It's just for you, and because you know that is for you, you take your time, you make slow but steady progress, and you understand that progress is more important than perfection. And this is a very big thing. So if you think about the world, for example, very high quality products or service takes longer time than the low quality products or services counterparts. So because of that, you understand that your health is the biggest and most important asset that you have. And you can't afford to gamble with it on 3 months programs or other stuff that, like pills, drugs, or whatever. It's out there right now. So yeah, this is a very, very important aspect. So that's why I think lots of weight loss programs should involve, for a better health, should involve the personal development in their programs. So I think reading books is the most important part of personal development. I will put it first on the list, but if your past is quite dark and you really need help, yeah, you'll need the therapy. You'll need therapy for a period. And but look, besides therapy, me personally, I found it very, very, it's much more better for us to search and to listen to different opinions from books. Like reading a lot of books about personal development can change your focus, uh, can can transform your ideas, your filters, the way you see life can change it a lot. And I don't mean about those motivational books. No, but as I said earlier, like Chimp Paradox. It's a very nice book where it explains how your brain works and what's emotional part, what's the logical part of the brain, and how it develops. Then, for example, another book that pops in my mind is The Happiness Advantage, that is based on studies. Then there is another book that is called Wanting, which explains that there are many things in this life that we want, but actually is not because we want, is just because we saw at other people as well. So we think about those people as like models for our life or in life in general. So yeah, it's a very interesting concept, and I think this health and wellness industry should understand the importance of personal development before people start the process of losing weight or becoming fit or being in shape. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.